to the channel. If you are returning, welcome. If you are new here, I am the Blunt Reader. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. Be sure to subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, like this video, share it with your friends, all of that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. I really wanted to get this video up yesterday, but I was busy as hell yesterday, so I didn't really get the time to. But I feel like the message is still going to resonate whenever you see this video, even if it's a month from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. It will still resonate if the message is intended for you. So with this full moon in Gemini that we are having today, December 12th, at 12:12 a.m. so it has already done whatever the moon does. I really wanted to do this video. It's kind of like a before and after type reading. So I want to take a look at what Spirit, God, the universe, whoever you believe in spiritually, needs you to release with this full moon. And once you release that thing or those things, what will then come in for you? Because we all want something new, but look, if you want something new, you're gonna have to make room for it, which means you're gonna have to get rid of something old. Doesn't always have to be a person, even though a lot of times that's what we think of when we think of getting rid of stuff, cutting off ties to people, to relationships that are toxic or just not for us anymore. But it also talks about physical environments, possibly a job, your mindset, beliefs, emotions, things that you have been holding on to. So I want to take a look at this for all 12 signs. Take a look in the comment section below. The timestamp should be there, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Sag, let's see what Spirit, the universe, God needs you to let go of in this full moon energy. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to let go of during this full moon in order to move forward successfully? What needs to be released? We have the Five of Swords. So with this Five of Swords, I feel like one, conflict, because the Five of Swords talks about conflict. This also talks about internal conflict for me though. Not fighting with yourself, not fighting against what you feel. This also is petty behavior. And I feel like this energy is like, because you are a fire sign and you have that very fiery energy, it's like be slow to pop off and spaz out on people. People may try to push your buttons, may try to bring you down to their level, but at this point in the game, it's like, look, you have way too much to lose to be engaged in this type of behavior. So wherever there is conflict in your life, even if that is conflict within yourself, not trusting yourself, not trusting what you feel, not trusting your intuition, not believing in yourself, whatever it is, cut that shit off. Especially if it has something to do with other people, because you have way more to lose than these other people. It's not worth it, because it feels like at this point in the game, if anybody wants you to engage in anything, the only way they should be able to have that engagement is by them rising to your level. And by that time, this energy should be nowhere, in the environment. It shouldn't even be a part of the equation. So I feel like Spirit is saying to let go of this aggression. I'm getting animosity as well. So maybe you're holding some anger in towards somebody else. Maybe there's something that you need to get off of your chest, something that you need to say, but you need to say it in a way that is, one, very, clear, straight to the point, speak your truth, but do it in a way that is not combative. It is a lot about how you say things. That makes the most difference. You can speak your truth, you can be very clear and direct and blunt without it being argumentative. Now, if you feel like you are saying something in a way that isn't argumentative and you're coming from a place that is there's no ill intent there, then that's really all you have to be concerned with, in my opinion. For me personally, I like to say that as long as I know when I said something I wasn't trying to be mean or spiteful or hurtful or any of those things, then how somebody else perceives what I say isn't really on me. It's on them, because I know where my heart was when I said it. That's really all I'm concerned with, is making sure that I do my best to speak and communicate in a way that is not in this Five of Swords energy, even though that may be what I feel like doing. Let's keep it honest here. I still try to act with integrity and make sure that I'm not coming from, you know, a malicious place. So Spirit is saying get rid of this conflict, whatever the conflict is. And when they release this, Spirit, what is coming towards Sagittarius? What is coming towards Sagittarius once this conflict is released? We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles actually came out in reverse though. So the Page of Pentacles is here, but it is here in reverse. This is about a seed that is being planted. For some of you, I feel like going back to that internal conflict, you haven't planted the seed. You haven't started something that you felt led to do because there is some sort of internal conflict. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting what you are being led to do, guided to do, what you feel you should do. For others of you, I feel like maybe what you've been fighting for or fighting to hold on to is something that is so small that it's not even really worth it. And this could be, you know, an actual tangible thing that you are fighting for, a job, some sort of money, like a lawsuit or something like that, trying to get money back from somebody. And it's like it's not even worth it. You're exerting a lot of unnecessary energy when it's just not worth it. I feel like bigger opportunities come once you remove the conflict, once you remove the people around you that may be creating this conflict, that are kind of keeping you stuck, is what I want to say, because we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. These are new opportunities that you will be passionate about. And I feel like you can have the success, you can have whatever it is that you want, but you got to get out of this Five of Swords conflict, chaotic pettiness that is surrounding your energy. Spirit, why is the Page of Pentacles here in reverse? Why is the Page of Pentacles here in reverse for Sagittarius? Because you're going to recoup everything that you've lost. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we also have the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups talks about a reconciliation, so you know this could be conflict that you have with somebody else. Once you get over this conflict, once you learn how to forgive, not hold on to something with this Page of Pentacles. Maybe you're holding on to a grudge with this Page of Pentacles here in reverse, but once you learn to forgive, let go, cut off things that no longer serve you, you can recoup that, because the Six of Cups is reconciliation. But this reconciliation doesn't always have to be with a person. It could be you getting back some things that you've lost with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like I said, I feel like some of you are fighting for things or something that may not even be worth it. Like, why are you concerned with one pentacle when you got 9 here? Like, what's one pentacle to 9? What's a dime to a millionaire? Like, you know, what's $100, $1,000 to a millionaire? Don't spend your time fighting for things that simply are not worth it. So that's something that you need to release. And once you release that, you get the abundance, because the Nine of Pentacles for me is somebody who is abundant in their own right, not because they're tied to anybody else, but because this is something that they have built for themselves. So Sagittarius, there you have it. I hope that this was, you know, helpful for you, that it resonates. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. Also, like this video if you have not. Share it with your friends, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all next time. My fellow Capricorns, let's see what you need to release and what will come towards you. Well, shit, that just flew out. Let's see. I should have known this shit. The Star card in reverse. What you need to release, my dear Capricorns, are your feelings, your emotions, the things that you have not healed, the things that you have suppressed, the things that you have pushed down because maybe you've been working, maybe you've been doing whatever you could to avoid these things. And I feel like it's a host of things, because in the Star card we have a total of 8 stars, and then there's one big star, the one that is yellow. And I feel like there could be a bunch of little things that have happened that Yeah, they may have bothered you, but maybe they didn't bother you that much. But then you have that one thing that you've been holding on to. I feel like this is something that you've been holding on to for some time. Could even stem all the way back to your childhood. I feel like this definitely, for some of you, has something to do with a parent. It could be a mother, could be a father, maybe, you know, one or both of them were not present in your life. That's something that you have to deal with, because the visual that I'm getting is a child. So I mean, it could be a child that you have. Maybe there's been some sort of loss that you've had regarding a child, and that's something that you haven't really dealt with, and not in the sense that it's something that you need to necessarily get over, because, you know, I don't feel like certain things, I don't feel like you ever get over. You just learn how to deal with them. You learn how to cope with them in a better way. And I feel like you have to learn how to deal with things in a better way. You have to tap into those emotions. You have to allow yourself to be submerged. And I said that in one of the pick a card readings I did, I think, on Instagram. I said to submerge yourself in the depths of whatever is happening. So for you, I feel like it's your emotions. Submerge yourself in your emotions and allow yourself to be baptized and come out new, because there's a lot of you, myself included, emotions need to be released, and it may not necessarily make sense right now what that very thing is, but I feel like for some of you there are going to be moments, or there have already been moments, where you find yourself really emotional, and it may not show up as you being emotional and crying, but, you know, maybe you're agitated or irritated or frustrated, or you just feel off, and it's like, well, what's going on? Like, there's nothing really wrong, I just don't necessarily feel like myself. Well, that's because you have all of these pent up emotions and feelings that are begging to come out, to be released, and you are not releasing them. So Spirit is saying that in this full moon energy, release your emotions, release any emotional baggage, any trauma, any wounds, anything that needs to be healed. It is time for you to address those things so that you can move forward. What is coming towards Capricorn once they release this? What is coming towards Capricorn once they release these feelings and these emotions, Spirit? What is coming towards Capricorn? We have the Page of Pentacles. It's crazy that the Page of Pentacles just came out for Sagittarius. A new beginning. A fresh start is what it feels like. Like I said, allow yourself to be baptized and come out new. This Page of Pentacles is that something new. It is the opportunity to heal, to start things over, to do things differently. And I feel like moving into 2020, whether you like it or not, your emotions are going to be a very big part of you and what you have to tackle. And it feels like expansion, you know, in the tangible things, especially with the Page of Pentacles being here, Jupiter being in Capricorn and all, but with your emotions, like those emotions, the things that you don't want to feel, being vulnerable, being open, being all of those things are really going to be pushed, and they're going to push you outside of your comfort zone. I was getting ready to say your Capricorn zone, which makes sense. Because, you know, as a Capricorn, you have this little box of things that you like. You know, you like being in this little box. You like being in the box of work, of having the material things, the tangible things, of having stability, of being grounded, you know, all of these things. Not so much with the emotions, though. Not that you're not emotional. It's just like, chill with the emotions. Like, give me a little bit, spoon feed it to me, but don't overwhelm me with them. You're going to be overwhelmed with the emotions, but in a good way. This is the opportunity to start anew. As I was shuffling the cards before the Page of Pentacles came out, I saw the star. It was in the upright. So what you get is healing, which is ultimately what you need in order to progress in life. So if you release these emotions, you get the opportunity to heal. You get the opportunity to be reborn, to start all over in a sense. Allow yourself that. Give yourself that. That is your gift to you. That is your gift to the world, to the collective, so that you can better serve the people that you need to serve, and not just about, you know, the people that you don't know in the work that you do, but also the people that you do know, so that you can be a better friend, sister, cousin, brother, auntie, whatever your titles are. Take care of you, because it's very difficult to be something to somebody else when you have not even been that to yourself first. Leave it to y'all to make me y'all. Like, Spirit, I know you said we releasing emotions, but shit, not yet. There you have it, Capricorns. I hope that this was helpful for you, that it gives you some guidance, some clarity, some insight. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if this resonates with you. Like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit needs you to let go of. Spirit, what does the sign of Aquarius need to release with this full moon energy? What needs to be released with the sign of Aquarius? Judgment. So we have judgment as what needs to be released. I feel like judgment, I mean, it could be one, maybe you are judging yourself, maybe you are judging other people, and that's something that you need to let go of, not judging yourself, your situations, or things around you too harshly. But I also feel like it's letting go of indecisiveness and being very clear about what it is that you want, being able to make sound judgment calls. And I feel like that's something that you're good at, making decisions, but I also feel like you have the tendency to overthink, which causes you to kind of be in two minds and not be very sure about what direction to go in. Spirit is saying to let that go. I'm feeling an urgency, like a sense of urgency, like we got to do this now. It needs to be done now. And for some people, this urgency could be as a result of you taking too long to make a decision. So maybe things have been delayed, things have felt stuck in your life because there's something you need to make a decision on, but you haven't made that decision. So once you become very clear about what it is that you want or what it is that you need to do by listening to your intuition and what you feel, not trying to make it so logical all the time, because not everything is logical. And I just posted this for the channeled message for air signs, and it was pretty much saying that you all tend to rely on your left brain, which is linear thinking, is logical, it's like the facts of the matter. That's what you like to rely on. However, Spirit is saying that you need to rely more on the right side of your brain at this time, meaning, you know, the imagination, your intuition, your feelings, your emotions, the things that you can't really reason. The things that don't always make sense to you. Those are the things that you need to rely on right now. Tap into your intuition, tap into those emotions, you know, like I just told Capricorn, maybe that's not what you want to do, but it's what you need to do. It will help you get out of this position of feeling like you are stuck. So you need to, I feel like it's more so about indecisiveness. Letting go of being indecisive, of being too logical, of being an overthinker, essentially. Spirit, what is coming towards Aquarius once they release this? What is coming towards Aquarius once they release this? I keep seeing the Two of Pentacles, which makes sense. Indecisiveness, which is what you need to release. It really, stop playing with y'all's success by being an overthinker. What you want is available to you. If you want success, you can have it. It is yours. If you want to move forward, if you want to stop feeling like you're stuck, get out of your mind. Get out of your mind, get into your feelings, get into your bag. That's the steps. Those are the steps that you need to take, because I feel like the Chariot is here, and I feel like the Chariot will move very fast as soon as you get very clear about what it is that you want, whatever this decision is. And it could be a number of things. You got to let go of this indecisiveness of trying to make something that may not make a whole lot of sense right now make sense. It's not going to make sense right now, but sometimes you have to do it anyway if that's what you feel led to do. I feel like a lot of us have felt like we needed to do something or we needed to not do something, and it's like, well, that doesn't really make sense. But when you do it, eventually the clarity will come. So do it, and eventually the clarity will come to you. And I know that seems risky, because no, it has to make sense. There has to be a plan. I need to know where I'm going, how I'm going, how we're going to get there, what are we going to encounter on the way there. The details are not your problem. And that's something that you have to come to terms with. The details are not your problem. Spirit has that taken care of. Only thing you need to do is make a decision and then act on whatever that decision is, Aquarius. So I hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. If this resonates, like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll talk to y'all next time. Pisces, let's see what Spirit needs you to release. Spirit, what does... And I was getting ready to say something smart about emotions too. Ace of Cups. Spirit knew, because I was really about to say something smart about y'all and emotions. I was going to say, what do y'all need to release besides emotions? And then what came up? Emotions. The Ace of Cups. I feel like it's... I don't think... I mean, I talk a lot of shit. That's just, you know, who I am as a person. But I don't think that you need to release your emotions. I don't feel like y'all really have a problem with that. I feel like it's being too emotional about everything. Everything is not emotional. Everything does not need to involve every bit of emotions that you have. You will tire yourself out giving so much of yourself. Especially to the people that you love and the people that you care about. This Ace of Cups for me feels like overextending in a multitude of different directions, because the Ace of Cups is about an overflow of love. It is an abundance of love, which is what we want, but it has to be done within boundaries. And I feel like that's what you have to set. Those are things that you have to put into place and stick with them. Because I feel like you are extremely giving of yourself, of your time, your energy, your resources. Anytime somebody has their hand out, you're filling it with something, even if you don't necessarily have it to give. And it's like you have to put you first. You have to make yourself a priority. You first, them second. You're no good to anybody if you're not good to yourself first. So you have to stop overextending in order to compensate for something that you feel you lack. Because I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're not enough. So it's like going above and beyond in order to prove that you are worthy, that you are good for something, that you have something to offer, and therefore this person, these people, this job, whatever it is, should keep you. They should want you around. And so you give and give and give and give, and the people around you, they take, because, I mean, shit, you're giving it. Pull back your emotions some, not completely, because like I said, I don't feel like it's a bad thing to be an emotional person, but don't allow your emotions to consume you. Don't drown in your emotions, Pisces. Spirit, what is coming towards Pisces once they release this? What is coming towards Pisces once they release this? I'm hearing grounded mobility. I don't know what that means, but grounded mobility. When I think about mobility, this is movement. Grounded, it being stable. So I feel like you become a more stable vessel. You get to where it is that you are going. Oh, because I said don't drown. So if you have a device or something that allows you to be mobile, that is grounded, you're safe, you're protected. Okay, grounded mobility. That's what you get. Spirit, what is coming towards Pisces once they release this? We have strength, the King of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, these swords, logical thinking. I feel like all this shit goes together, because I literally just told Aquarius that they needed to abandon their logical side a little bit and tap more into their emotions. Now I'm telling you to tap more into the logical side of things and to not give so much of your emotions. It was the same thing with Sag and Capricorn. You develop strength. Your emotions don't make you weak, but when you allow people to abuse your kindness without saying anything, they take you as weak. So tap into this King of Swords, Page of Swords energy. Be able to say no to people without feeling bad about it, without having to offer up an explanation. The more you do that, the stronger you become. Grounded mobility. You move forward. I also feel like in this energy, and maybe this has something to do with all water signs and just the energy that is present, but I posted on Twitter, and it was actually because of a situation with a water sign, and I said that having a big heart and no boundaries will always leave you depleted. And I feel like if you don't learn how to set boundaries when it comes to your heart, your emotions, your feelings, and the things that you are giving of yourself, you will always be depleted. But not only that, you are going to hold yourself back. You are going to limit yourself because you're doing and giving to everybody else, and you become last. And so everybody else gets to where they want to go. Meanwhile, you're struggling and suffering and damn near drowning, and they went on about their business. Grounded mobility is what you get. You get stability. You get to move forward. Spirit, please clarify strength, the Page of Swords, and the King of Swords for Pisces. What is to come for them? So many cards, Spirit. But the Three of Swords was there. Heartbreak. You get heartbreak if you are too giving, if you do not set those boundaries. Look at, really success. Because what I'm telling you is this: if you do not take care of you, if you do not stop over giving of everything that you have in order to make sure everybody else around you is okay, you will stunt your progress. You will continue to drown, continue to suffer, continue to struggle. You will end up with heartbreak. Like I said, the Three of Swords was at the bottom of that stack of cards. If you don't learn how to say no, if you don't learn how to set boundaries, you're going to keep getting heartbreak is what you're going to get. That's what's coming towards you if you do not release this. At the bottom of the deck, save yourself. And it may seem selfish, and to you, somebody who is very much so an emotional person, you're very caring, you care about the people that you love. You want the best for them. Be selfish. Be selfish or continue getting hurt. Those are the only options. It doesn't mean you have to stop being emotional, that you have to stop caring, that you have to stop loving. You can do all of those things within boundaries. Set boundaries, Pisces. I hope that this was helpful for you, that it resonates with those that it needs to resonate with. Please leave me a comment down below. If it does, like this video, share it with your friends, all of that good stuff. And I will talk to y'all next time. Aries, let's see what Spirit needs you to release. Spirit, what does the sign of Aries need to release with this full moon? What does the sign of Aries need to release with this full moon? We have the Three of Swords in reverse, and we have Strength in reverse. So I feel like on one hand with this Three of Swords, what you need to release is some sort of heartbreak, pain, disappointment. I feel like it has something to do with relationships, your relationships with people. Could be your relationship with yourself, but there's something emotional that you need to release. I also feel on the other hand that, and I guess they kind of go hand in hand, what you need to release is the idea that you have to be strong all of the time, that you have to have all of the answers, you have to have everything figured out. You can't break down, you can't be seen as weak, you can't be emotional, you can't feel how you feel. Whatever it is that you are telling yourself, you don't have to be strong all the time. and that's okay. So whatever you need to release emotionally, I feel like it hasn't been released because you haven't wanted to be seen as weak, to a certain extent. But I feel like it's just like, what I'm getting is, for example, as a single mother, and I don't know why this is the example that's coming up, but maybe this is somebody's situation. As a single mother, you may have a lot on your plate. You have to take care of your kids, and you're providing for them financially, but not just financially. You're also there physically. You're also there mentally. You're also there emotionally. You have work. Maybe you're in school. Maybe you have to take care of other family members. You have a lot on your plate. There's a lot going on. And what I'm seeing is, I guess that's why this example is coming up. There is, it looks like a closet, could be a bathroom, but it's a room. The door is closed, and there's a woman who just looks exhausted. Like she's having her moment, and there she's not crying, but you can tell that something is definitely wrong with her. And then, you know, in a blink of an eye, she walks out of the room, goes back to being a mother, goes back to being a parent, goes back to cleaning the house, taking care of the kids, helping with homework, and making sure that everything is prepared for the next day, as if she didn't just have that moment, as if she isn't undergoing a lot. But it's like she's not allowing herself to really feel the emotions. It's like, okay, I'm going to take this little 3-minute breather, and then it's back to what I have to do. I don't have the time. I don't have the space to really feel my emotions, to feel or experience in its fullness what I am going through. You don't have to be strong all the time. It is what I'm feeling. Rely on your support system. If you don't have a support system, do what you can to find one. Because I feel like you're going to kill yourself if you do not find a healthier way to deal with the emotions that you are dealing with. And maybe you're not a single parent, a single mom, whatever the case may be. But whatever the situation is, you don't always have to be strong. You don't have to always have everything figured out. Sometimes you don't have things figured out, and that's okay. So what you need to release is, 1, feeling like you need to have everything figured out. 2, feeling like you have to be strong all of the time. You don't. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. So if you need help, ask for it. Spirit, what is coming towards Aries once they release this? We have the 6 of Wands. Victory, success, recognition. Maybe you feel like you've been doing a lot of work and nobody sees it. Nobody recognizes your effort. Nobody recognizes that you're struggling. Everybody comes to you with their problems, but it's like, don't you see that I'm suffering on my own? Don't you see that I have my own problems and maybe I can't tend to yours right now? Victory, success, and recognition. They're all available to you if you would just ask for help. And even if you don't have, a support system around you, ask Spirit, ask the universe, ask God, ask your ancestors, your angels. They are willing to help you, but you got to ask first. They're not just going to step in and take care of everything if you don't invite them in. So say that you need help. Say that you don't know. You don't have any direction right now and you need some. You need some guidance. You need support. You need help. Whatever it is that you need, ask for it and it shall be given to you. Especially with the sun at the bottom of the deck. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. What you want is available to you. Ask for it, Aries. I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it provides you with some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Be sure to like this video, leave me a comment down below if it resonated, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Taurus, let's see what Spirit needs you to release with this full moon. We have the Hangman in reverse. So what I'm hearing is resistance. What you need to release is resistance, especially when it comes to things that are uncomfortable. Being a Taurus, being someone who can be stubborn, let's be honest, but I feel like it's more so because y'all are so set in your ways and the way that you like, and you don't like change. And I feel like when things are changing and you feel like there's no sense of control, you try to resist that. You try to control things that Spirit is saying take your hands off. The Hangman in the upright is taking your hands off the situation. You're just there. You're just allowing things to happen the way that they are supposed to happen. You are receiving information, not trying to make sense of it, not trying to, get the information and then go and act on it. The Hangman for me is a posture of being receptive. And I feel like there may be things in your life that have been uncomfortable because it involves change. It has shaken up the things around you that you have gotten used to. You don't like that. You feel like things are a little bit out of control and you want that control back. You want things to be stable. You want things to be grounded. You want things to go in this particular way. It's not always going to be that way. And you have to release this resistance to change, because change is inevitable. It will always happen. And you have to be open to that. I also feel like with this Hangman, because it is in reverse, it's like cutting yourself down from this position too soon. Like taking something out of the oven before it's really ready to be out. So then once you go and eat it and try to consume it, then you end up getting sick. Yeah, because it wasn't ready in the first place. I feel like you're not necessarily 100% ready for whatever is next, for whatever is to come, because you keep cutting yourself down because you're uncomfortable. Yes, hanging upside down is uncomfortable. However, in that position, in this position of being uncomfortable, is where you get the enlightenment, is where you get the instructions for how to move forward. You need that. So you're going to have to release the resistance that you are putting up against things that are happening in your life. And then as I say that and look at the bottom of the deck, the Tower, because there's some shit going on. And this is what you are trying to resist. You can't. Just allow it to happen. Spirit, what is coming towards Taurus once they release this damn Chariot keeps coming out. The Chariot, success. Because there is a lot of success for all of us if we would just release the shit we needed to release, which is the whole point of it coming up, so that you can release it and move forward. We hold ourselves back because we don't want to let go of things. So once you release this resistance, once you allow the things that are being torn down with this Tower, could be multiple situations, once you let go of that, you get to move forward. You get to graduate. You get to elevate. You get to ascend. You get to evolve. You get whatever it is that you're looking for. For some of you, this could have something to do with some deception. The Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So are you trying to hold on to some shit that wasn't even real anyway? It was counterfeit. Like, would you hold on to some counterfeit money, or do you want some real money? Okay. I hope that this was helpful for you, that it gives you some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a comment down below, like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Gemini, let's see what Spirit needs you to release in this full moon that is in your sign. Spirit, what does Gemini need to release with this full moon? We have the King of Swords. I really feel like with the messages for air signs and water signs, it's going to be a lot of the same that I got when I did the channeled messages on Twitter and Instagram. And for air signs, it was about not relying on your left brain and tapping into your right brain, being your emotions. This King of Swords is your energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And this energy can be it can be a bit standoffish, cold, detached. Yes, very logical, very intelligent. You are very smart, able to make very good decisions. And nobody can take that away from you. However, I feel like when it comes to your relationships with people, specifically, you are very good at cutting people off. And I feel like you cut people off, especially when your emotions are involved, because you are trying to avoid getting hurt. So it's like, if I just cut this off right now, then I don't have to worry about that. In a sense, it's like you're trying to protect yourself, but is there really any danger there, is what I'm feeling. I feel like you have to tap into your emotions more. Not be so cutting, not be so cut and dry, not be so quick to just cut somebody off. Turn your back on emotions is what I'm hearing. So don't be so quick to turn your back on emotions, whether they're your emotions, whether they are the emotions of somebody else, because I feel like you need to release the fear of being hurt, or feeling like somebody is going to play you or waste your time or whatever it is that you feel. I feel like Spirit is also saying to really take a look at the relationships that you've had throughout 2019. Are there relationships, friendships, whatever kind of relationships they may be, that you cut this person off, or you cut these people off? Was it really warranted, or were you trying to protect yourself from something you thought might happen? Or are you in relationships but not fully in these relationships, not fully engaging in these connections because you're trying to protect yourself? I feel like there's a lot of, I'm trying to protect myself from getting hurt, but is there actually any danger around? Like, protect yourself, yes. Be cautious, yes. But you don't have to be on guard all the damn time. Like, this king is holding his sword up and there's nobody around him. Like, what are you defending yourself against, sir? There's no threat present. Releasing people when it's not really warranted is what I'm feeling. What's coming towards Gemini once they release this? What's coming towards Gemini once they release this? What's coming towards Gemini once they release this? Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, for me, talks about the family. This is making sure the family is all good. This is legacy, it is enterprise, it is business, financial success, stability. The Knight of Pentacles is an offer of stability. Somebody offering you stability in some form, whether it's a job, a business, it could also be a relationship and you build something with this person. Whatever it is stable as hell, but the Knight of Pentacles is slow. Why is it so? Because there's some shit you gotta release first before you get this. Spirit, please clarify this Knight of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. I just want to see what it is. I'm a little nosy sometimes. What is this Knight of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles for Gemini? Really? I mean, hello. And this is your card. Hello. Because when you stop turning your back on emotions and cutting people off just because they look like they might mess up, as if they're not human, as if you're not human, who we're all flawed. Shit, we all gonna mess up at some point. But I feel like you cut shit off too soon. Nobody who has ever built anything has done it without there being some sort of issue, trial and error. So when you release this urgency to cut people off, when you stop turning your back on your emotions and the emotions of other people, you get a solid ass foundation with whatever it is. Could be a relationship, could be a job. Maybe you cutting off business partners. Maybe you cutting off jobs. Like, fuck this job. Well, yeah, but maybe it's going to help you get somewhere. Maybe you encounter somebody at this job you hate who can put you in a better position. Like, stop running from whatever it is you're running from. I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it provides you with some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if this resonated. And like this video, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Cancer, let's see what Spirit needs you to release with this full moon. Spirit, what does Cancer need to release? We have the Four of Wands that came out. Spirit didn't give me no time. Okay. Spirit said release any foundation that has been built on shaky ground. You know what relationships those are. You know what foundations those are. They could also be about your mindset. Anything that you've been telling yourself, anything that you've believed, anything that is outdated. Release those foundations that have been built on shaky ground. The relationships that will not withstand anything. The foundations that were built with twigs. The foundations that you are holding on to could be a marriage. With this Four of Wands being here, it could be your relationship about a marriage or a person or relationships in general. Whatever it is outdated. The time is up. So you need to release whatever this foundation is for you. For some of you, it could be also releasing a physical location like a home because it's a toxic environment. It could be moving away from your family because they're toxic as hell. Whatever it is for you, it has something to do with a foundation. Could be a home. Also something that you feel a sense of security or safety with. So it could be a job and you feel like this is you're using this, I should say, as your safety net, because it gives you some level of stability and security. Whatever it is, whatever foundations have been built on shaky ground, it's time to release it. What's coming towards Cancer? Yeah, you definitely got to walk away from something that you've been emotionally invested in. The Eight of Cups coming out with the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, this could definitely be a relationship that you have to walk away from. But the Knight of Cups says that an offer is going to come in because you've been holding on to something that just isn't working. So again, whether it's a relationship, a family situation, a home situation, whatever it is that you have to walk away from will be replaced with something better, something that is not built on shaky ground. So release whatever it is that you are clinging to. I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it gives you some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave me a comment down below and like this video, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Leo, let's see what Spirit needs you to release with this full moon. Okay. The Tower. It looks like you really ain't got a choice in the matter, to be honest. It's really like, let whatever the fuck is happening happen, because it's gonna happen anyway. So the easiest way to deal with this and navigate through this is to just let it happen. Spirit, what is this Tower about for Leo? Release burdens. Things that you are clinging to. Release anything that has become overwhelming, that has become too much for you. Anything that is weighing you down, release it. Because it is not serving you. It is not helping you. Its time is up. It has expired. It's time for something more, something greater, something better. Allow it to happen. Release these burdens. Spirit, what is coming towards Leo once they release this? What is coming towards Leo once they release these burdens? So y'all just gonna keep holding on, huh? The Four of Pentacles is also about holding on to something. So what are you holding on to so damn tight, Leo? What is coming towards Leo if they ever decide to release this? The Chariot wanted to come out. It's come out in a few. What's coming towards Leo whenever they decide to release this? An opportunity. Something that you will enjoy, something that will fulfill you. For some of you, maybe it's a relationship that you are clinging on to. Maybe it's old pain and emotional baggage that you have yet to release. Some things that you need to forgive, possibly. I feel like I just said this for Cancer, but whatever it is that you are holding on to so tightly, once you release it, it will be replaced. It is always replaced. The universe, God, Spirit is not going to take something from you and not replace it with something better. But first you have to release whatever it is. And for some of you, I feel like it's definitely emotional baggage. I'm also hearing working hard. So maybe you also need to release the idea that you have to damn near kill yourself in order to see some sort of success. You don't. So Leo, there you have it. And then here you are at the bottom of the deck. Strength. Yeah, you're strong, but god damn it, you don't really need to test how strong you are by carrying all of these burdens. We believe you. We know that you're strong. You're the strength card in the deck. We know this. But it's not a matter of how much can you endure before you decide to break or before you break. Maybe you're in a relationship and it's like, well, let's see how much you can take to show how loyal you are. Be loyal to your damn self first before you're loyal to anybody, especially if it's this damn Ten of Wands energy. Fuck that. I hope that this was helpful for you, that it provides you with some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if it resonated with you. Also, like this video and subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Virgo, what does Spirit need you to release? As soon as I started shuffling, the Moon card came out. So maybe it's some secrets, something you've been hiding. Maybe it's your goddamn emotions with the King of Cups being here. So this could be a person that you are connected to. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who may have some secrets. Because like I said, the Moon card wanted to come out, which is Pisces energy for me, and a little bit of Scorpio. Water energy, essentially. And then we got Death at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio. So you could definitely be dealing with a water sign who may have some secrets. Maybe this is a person that you need to let go of. But I also feel like it has to do with your emotions. Maybe you've been suppressing your emotions with the moon. And maybe this full moon is going to bring those emotions out of you, whether you want them to or not. Why is the King of Cups here in reverse for Virgo as something to release? Six of Wands. Six of Wands talks about victory, success, and recognition. This person, if it is a person for you, is somebody that you may need to release because in some kind of way they are holding you back from this victory and success. I'm hearing sabotage. So somebody may be doing something sneaky and underhanded with the Moon card that I saw that's hindering your success as well. This could be anybody. It doesn't have to be, a romantic relationship. It could be a friend, a family member, could be somebody on your job. But this is something that needs to be released in order for there to be success. What is coming towards Virgo when they release this Spirit? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Chariot have come out so many times so far. But when you release the things that are not beneficial to you, the things that are hindering you, you get success. There's something else coming. There's something else available to you, but you gotta release it first. I feel like some people, they want to see what is coming next before they decide whether or not they want to release it, but that's not having faith in the universe. That's basically saying that you think the universe is about to send you some trash. If you are encountering trash, that's one thing, but just because you encounter it don't mean you gotta take it home. You see trash in the street all the time, but you're not picking it up and carrying it back home, are you? No, you're putting it where it belongs, or you leave it there. So just because you are presented with trash does not mean that you have to take ownership of it. Let it be what it is by itself. So there you have it. I do hope that this was helpful for you. Whatever it is that you need to release, something better is on its way, but you have to release first. Release and then receive. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if this resonates with you. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Libra, let's see what Spirit needs you to release with this full moon. Spirit, what do you need Libra to release? Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups for me is about an apology. So is there somebody that you need to apologize to? Or is there somebody that you need to forgive who maybe hasn't given you an apology? Spirit is saying that regardless of whether you get this apology or not, whether or not this person takes responsibility for whatever it is that they did, whatever it is that you're looking for, whether they give you closure, you need to forgive in order to move forward. So I feel like what you need to release is any anger, any animosity, any grudge that you may be holding against anyone or even against yourself. Maybe you are feeling some kind of way because of choices that you made or positions that you have found yourself in during this year. We all fuck up. It's part of the game. But don't abuse yourself. Don't beat yourself up over that. Forgive whatever it is that you need to forgive. Forgive whoever it is that you need to forgive so that you can release yourself, so that you can free yourself. Spirit, what is coming towards a Libra once they release this? Too many goddamn cards. Spirit, what is coming towards Libra once they release this? We have the Hangman, we have Strength. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is you holding on to whatever this is. I feel like for some of you, it's definitely a grudge that you are holding on to, and it could have something to do with a Leo or a fire sign energy. I'm feeling Leo or Sag, or somebody who has those qualities. Could also be a Leo or Sag moon, or somebody who has that in their Venus placement. But what you gain is enlightenment. You get the opportunity to see something from a different perspective, but you get to free yourself. You get out of this position of feeling stuck. Once you let this go, you become stronger once you let this go. It takes a whole lot of strength to forgive people who have wronged you and who have never taken responsibility for what they did. Those people who can pinpoint every detail of what you've done wrong, but who never say, yeah, I fucked up. It takes a lot to forgive those people, to forgive without there ever being an apology, but it's something that you have to do because forgiveness is never for the other person. It is to free yourself from that situation. So free yourself by forgiving or apologizing to whoever you may need to apologize to. So Libra, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if this resonates. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Last but not least, Scorpio. What does Spirit need you to release? Well, that just fell all on the fucking floor. So the Eight of Pentacles is what fell out. With this Eight of Pentacles, which is all about putting in work, there is something, I wouldn't say multiple things, but I feel like there's one thing in particular, especially because there is, only one pentacle that he is working on here. Whatever this one thing is that you have been putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into, I feel like you need to release it because it's not something you should be working on, or it's not something that's going to give you the desired outcome that you're looking for. So I feel like you've been exerting a lot of energy and effort into something I feel you already know isn't giving you the results that you're looking for, but you're still working on it. Spirit, what are Scorpios working on that they need to release? I'm hearing magic. I feel like with release, release could also be exposing your own magic, tapping into your magic and sharing that with the world or the people around you. There could be something, I don't want to say hidden because I feel like you know what it is, some gifts, some talent, some ability that you have that maybe you haven't really shared with anybody, and Spirit is saying that you need to release that. You have a gift that you need to release, possibly. I feel like this is a gift that you could turn into work and that will provide you with stability. Let's see. And as I say that, the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So, I feel like both of them apply. The Seven of Pentacles is you working on something that you know is not giving you a return on your investment with the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe with this Seven of Pentacles, if it is a job that you are at and you've been there for however long, and it's like, okay, it gives me money, it gives me stability, I can take care of my bills, I can take care of the things that I need to take care of, but this ain't it. Like, this is not where I'm trying to spend the rest of my life. You may have abilities, a gift, a talent, something that Spirit is saying to release. to share that with the world because it will offer you stability. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is moving so slowly because there's something that you have to give up first or release first in order for it to speed up. Some of y'all are holding up your financial abundance because you have yet to share your gifts, your talents, your abilities. And those don't have to be, you know, psychic abilities. It could be anything. Maybe you're good at writing or singing or dancing or acting or whatever it is, and you never share that with anybody, except maybe the people that are close to you, but you can use that to make money. What is coming towards Scorpio once they release this? We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. I feel like your way out of this Five of Pentacles energy, which is like a financial drought, this is it. This is your way out. This is what this Three of Wands is. If you've been looking for a way out, a way to gain some sort of stability financially, or to do something that you actually enjoy doing, I feel like there's something that you have some sort of gift or talent that you need to share with others, and you can make money from that. So there you have it, Scorpio. I do hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that it gives you some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if this resonates with you. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all next time. I love you for free.